Hello, my name is Ana Jimeno Sanz from the Department of Applied Linguistics at the Universidad Polytechnic de Valencia. Today we're going to talk about getting through on the phone. When we wish to make an international telephone call, the first thing that we should do is identify ourselves. We should give our name, our surname, and also say the university that we are ringing from. In this case, because our names sound foreign to the people we are speaking to on the phone, we may be asked to spell our name. We should indicate that we are ringing from abroad, thereby trying to make the phone call as brief as possible. What we're going to see is different ways of asking the person who answered the phone to put us through to the person or to the unit we wish to speak to. We also have to remember to use polite language. Remember that this is a formal situation, we're ringing somewhere and we're speaking to somebody that we are not acquainted with. When the person answers the phone, we can expect several formulas. For example, one formula could be having the person say, "Leicester University, good morning, how can I help you?" Another possible answer could be, "Hello, Miss Perry speaking, how may I help you?" Or something like, "University of Anglia, good morning, may I help you?" These, of course, are only sample ways that the person answering the phone at the other side could use. Of course, they're just samples and there are many other ways of answering. If we need to ask for someone that we wish to speak to, we can ask in various ways. Some of these are the following. We can say, "Could you put me through to the International Relations Office, please?" Or, "Could I speak with the person in charge of international relations, please?" Or if we know the name of the person we wish to speak to, we can say, "Could I speak with Miss Hewitt, please?" "Could I speak to Mr. Hewitt, please?" Or, using the first name and the surname of the person, if we know this, we can say, "Is Angela Davis there, please? Could I speak to her?" Now, once we've said this, the other person we are talking to on the other side of the phone has to reply. These are several ways that the person may reply to us. They may say, "May I ask who's calling, please?" "Who's calling, please?" And of course, then is the moment that we have to identify ourselves, as we said in the beginning. They may say simply, "Could you bear with me for a moment, please?" Or, "Just bear with me for a moment, please." These two expressions mean roughly the same as, "Could you hold the line, please?" "Could you wait a moment, please?" Wait a moment and I'll try to put you through to the person that you would like to speak to. They may even say, "One moment, please. I'll see if Mrs. Davis is available." Or, "Certainly, I'll put you through." Again, there are many other ways, but these are examples that occur quite frequently. If the person that you wish to speak to is not there, is not available to speak to you on the phone, then there are several possibilities. You can ask to leave a message, for example. You could say, "Can I leave a message for him or her?" "Could you tell him that I called?" Or, "Could you tell her that I called?" "Could you ask him to call me back, please?" Or, "Could you ask her to call me back, please?" "Is it possible to leave a message?" When we're speaking on the phone, we have to be very careful because, of course, we can't see the person we are speaking to. We can't see the expression on their face or how they are moving their lips. So there's a wealth of information there that is missing for us to be able to make sure that we correctly understand what the other person is saying to us. So we can use several ways of asking to make sure to check that we have understood correctly. We can say, for example, "Could you speak more slowly, please?" Or, "I'm sorry, I missed that. Could you say that again?" "I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Could you repeat that again, please?" Or, if we're not quite sure whether they said one thing or another, we can say, "Did you say A or B?" Okay, just to check. If we are not sure of the spelling of a word, for example, if we have to take down the name of a person, we can ask them to spell it for us. We can say, "Could you spell that for me, please?" And lastly, the person we are speaking to us could say to us, "I'll say it again for you. I'll repeat it again for you," because they want to make sure that we have understood what they are saying correctly. Now, this is a sample dialogue. Just listen for a moment. Switchboard. Birmingham University. Good evening. How may I help you? You. Hello, this is Jaime Perez. I'm calling from Spain. Could you put me through to the University Accommodation Office, please? Switchboard. Yes, certainly. Could you bear with me just for a moment, please? You. Thank you. Accommodation Office. Hello, Susanna Price speaking. How can I help you? You. Good evening. Could I speak with the person in charge of accommodation for Erasmus students, please? Susanna Price says, "One moment, please. I'll see if Mr. Jones is available." You wait for a little while, and then she comes back and says, "I'm afraid he's not in at the moment. Can I take a message?" You say, "Yes, please. Could you ask him to send me a copy of the accommodation reservation form by email, sorry. Susanna Price. Yes, of course. Could you give me your name and your email address, please? Yes. My name is Jaime Perez. I'm a student from the Polytechnic University of Valencia. My email is jperez@upv.es. Susanna Price replies, "Could you spell your name too, please?" You say, "Yes, it's Jaime. Jaime. Perez. That's Perez. Susanna Price says, "Sorry, did you say P or T?" And you say, "P, as in Portugal." She says, "P. Very well, don't worry. I'll make sure that Mr. Jones sends you the reservation form by email as soon as possible." You say, "Thank you very much." Susanna says, "Goodbye." You, "Goodbye." So, to conclude, these are a couple of websites that I think you may find useful. One of them is from a website called Second Nature, Online English, and the second one is Telephone Language and Phrases in English. I recommend that you visit these sites. Okay, and that will be all for now from me. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.